What's going on here? God damn.
All right, jackpot. I don't know what the hell happened there, but
I don't know.
muck. But I do want to welcome in my podcast partner. He is, of course, in the Big L tonight, and tonight he doesn't know if he wants to slap the hell out of Mark Stoops or this asshole Jake DeGrom that's pitching for the Mets. He is, of course, Carolina Jackpot. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm a little upset. Braves losing 5-1 to the sorry, disgusting New York Mets. What are we in the top of the 6th inning here at Truist Park? Braves looking like they may have their losing streak, their winning streak snapped tonight. But still a good night, jackpot. We've got college football. It's on the horizon. And our Callaway's Pick'em Challenge, just get into that. The link is in the show bio here. Folks are getting into it. I'm getting emails from people. Let me go ahead and put this out there. For folks that are new to the contest, it is a you won't make your picks until next week, okay? And you'll get a Google form. And I will post that on the Facebook page and also on the website. robandkaleshow.com. You go there, you click the link, and boom, you fill out your picks. It's very, very simple. So there you go with that. I think I have to get rid of my wallpaper here, Jackpot. It's acting kind of silly. Let me go ahead and do that while we're rolling along here.
Well, you can't do that. They'll lose.
Yeah, well, they're losing anyway. maybe do the rally cap and we'll change things up. There we go. Let's just get rid of it. None. There we go. Let's try that. All right. Anyway, the big thing though is that the Callaway's Pick'em Challenge, thanks to Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. We shall see what happens with the Atlanta Braves, but you need to get into the Pick'em Challenge. Shout out to the folks. The Rock says he got in a little while ago. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it's starting to fill up, jackpot, right?
It's starting to fill up like a damn set of double D's on a brazier. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but yeah, it's starting to fill up. Starting to fill up like a coffee cup.
I think the best line ever from this show involving double D's was, do you know what they call the sweat that runs down Dolly Parton's boobs when she's singing? Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Yeah, you don't like the Mets very much, do you?
Fuck them. I don't like the Mets at all. Who the hell likes the Mets?
Well, I mean, it's not like, I mean, they're not just, I mean, I don't just like them like fucking Philadelphia or fucking Nationals. Ugh, fuck.
What, are you got a Metro card in your hand?
Yeah, if you want to, I've still got some rides or some credits left on this. This is from last summer. I mean, I can let you borrow it if you want to go up there and see them. This will get you from Manhattan to Queens, where the Mets play at.
All right, question there for Rack Dog. He says, I paid, but how do I pick games without Facebook? Some people don't like Facebook, and that's okay. We accommodate here, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go to the website. I'm showing it to you right now. robandkaleshow.com. It'll be just like that right there. You enter, you'll just click the link here and it'll have the week that's up there. It'll say Callaway's Pick'em Challenge Week 0. You click that, you enter your email address, fill out the form, and it'll send it right off. So there you go with that. Very simple, but good question there, buddy. Appreciate that. Also, here, somebody's got a question for you, Jackpot. Rooster Crow 913 says, Jackpot, did you watch the Welcome Home special on ESPNU?
I didn't. I got home late, or back to the Big L late. Sorry, it's not home. Just my apartment.
It's the den of sin.
Yeah.
Biscuits, when he lived there, he thought it's the 75 cents for a metro ride.
Do you remember you remember on the King of Queens, Doug's buddy Spence, played by Patton Oswalt? You remember his occupation was selling tokens for the subway?
I did not know that. Yeah, and I think back on it, yeah.
Well, I mean, what happened? What do you think happened to his job when they came out with the Metro card? Do you think they let him go or what?
Yeah, he had to be reassigned. He was probably, I don't know. That's a good question, Jackpot. That's amazing. Peg and Megan, by the way, is in the contest. I think that he will pick 1 week, realize that he sucks asshole, and will drop out.
Probably. That's about what he lasted last year.
Yeah, he can't. He's not consistent. He's just not. He really isn't. All right. Anyway, we also have to thank, after thanking Calloway's, don't forget to enter the contest. I know we keep talking about it, but for those that are new to the program or those who didn't get in it last year, it is really, really cool. And someone's going to make some money. It's not going to be Peg and Megan, but someone other than him is going to make some money. We also have from DNC Trucking and Transport, Fireside Chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot, tell us a story.
Okay, it sucks to be a Gamecock. We currently have losing streaks to Kentucky and Mizzou. We are a walking shithole. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. Thank you, Dennis, for sponsoring the show. Oh man. Biscuit says they sometimes had people in the booth to answer questions. He was a guy that answered questions. Good point there.
I don't know. When I was there, every time I've been there, I've been confused as hell by the subway, and I just kind of figured it out. There was nobody to ask a question. Maybe they work during the daytime. I don't
know. Kevin said he just sent you a Venmo, Jackpot. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, I just got
it. Wondering when we'll start picking games. I will make the form on Sunday night. It'll be the opening line in for VegasInsiders.com. So whatever the opening line is, that's what we'll go with. And if it changes, oh well, we go with the opening line. Everybody can go check it out at VegasInsiders.com. But I will post the link up on Monday morning for the week 0 games. I mean, Jackpot has brought a lot of things to this podcast, but he wants the Kale Hall special is something that I'll never forget. Pissing in the sink, and now we're betting on week 0 games. What the fuck is wrong?
I mean, why not? I mean, everybody's like, I can't wait for college football. I can't wait for college football. So why wouldn't we bet on the week 0 games?
I'm just saying it's a good thing that you've done that because I wouldn't have the satchel to do that. Jackpot says we're doing week 0, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm following him. We're doing.
It doesn't require a satchel. I mean, it just requires hell. Let's just change it up a little bit, you know.
Somebody's gonna have to figure out fucking. I mean, Vanderbilt and Hawaii. That game could decide the entire fucking pick'em challenge.
Oh
well.
I mean, some might rise to North Texas later on in the year, you know.
Never know.
Some might Wyoming and whatever, Utah State.
Yeah, Babel Belt says if there's games, we pick them. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Kevin says I'm with Jack
Booger.
Let's go. Yeah. Jackpot, by the way, and most of you guys know this, he puts out some great pick'em videos. And it's weird because I'll watch some of the pick'em videos that he puts out on like Thursday and Friday, and the picks are different than what he picks on Wednesday. And then the ones on Thursday and Friday end up being better than the ones on Wednesday. It's like Jackpot just wants to give $20 away. I don't know what the hell, Jackpot. What a mess.
I don't know. Sometimes I change my mind.
Yeah. Zona Tucson says, Carolina Jackpot, what fan base in the SEC pisses you off the most? That's a good question.
South Carolina Gamecocks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why is that, Jackpot?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Nobody. I don't know. There are very few people who think the way I do. I guess I don't know. They're either too fucking. Um, they're too fucking sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, or they're too down in the fucking dumps. I don't know. Toxic. Toxic.
So that's worse. Okay, well, I guess I can see that. There are Clemson fans that piss me off, but as far as the
Oh,
fan
there's
base,
some piss me off too. There's some I'd like to beat in the head with a rake.
well, see that's why Jackpot does his show, does the show up in his hometown of what you're near Simpsonville, right?
No.
Uh, yeah. So he does that up there, and I'm here. That way, I don't get hit in the head with a rake during these damn shows.
Exactly.
Why? Exactly. Anyway, no, we do have. I am looking forward to the Pick'em challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun. But as Jackpot was talking about, some Clemson fans piss him off. I'm kind of in the same boat. The Clemson fans that weren't Clemson fans before 2012, 2014, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, those
14er
fans, yeah, the 14ers,
or
they
15er. That's what it was.
yeah, that those fans piss me off. I mean, it's like they don't know what it is to suffer as a Clemson fan, to fucking go to the humanitarian bowl in the damn snow in fucking Idaho. They don't know about that shit. Fuck them. It's insane. Anyway, uh,
Kevin S said, "I'm a Gamecock fan, but realistically, we are 7-5 because it's the Gamecock thing to do." Look, I mean, that wouldn't be a terrible record. I mean, we play a brutal schedule, don't you know?
God damn it, Jackpot. All right, anyway. C. Patton says, "Do you really think Rattler is being way too overrated? Will he not let South Carolina down?"
Who's rating him high?
I mean, he is thought to be one of the best transfers in the country, Jackpot. I've seen where he's rated as one of the top 5 quarterbacks projected in the next draft. I mean, there's a lot of love for Spencer Rattler.
I mean, you can't deny the guy has talent. I mean, I
Yeah, I
don't.
mean, I still stand by what I said. He's going to be a good soldier this year. Good soldier, and be the best teammate that he possibly can be, and hope that he can complete enough passes behind the Fat Art Anderson's line and get himself set up to get into the NFL draft. So I believe that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Oklahoma last year, I mean, it just looked like a damn unorganized fucking mess to me. That game against Texas when he was pulled and he didn't play anymore. They just looked like I don't know. There no defense. I mean, just utter mess, utter mess.
To quote the great Jim Cornette, they look like a plate full of piss.
They look like a plate full of piss.
Yeah, I mean they really did. Um, Ultravisor says George will have him rattled. C. Patton says, "Will a 7-win season let y'all down?" I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
I don't think that. I mean, the Gamecocks win 7 games where they were with Muschamp. I mean, I don't think Gamecock fans can be too pissed off after that. I really don't.
Captain Tripp said South Carolina peaked last season. Okay.
Not sure where that came from.
Well, that's just we're just proving your football intelligence there.
All right, Jackpot. I talked about it earlier today when I did the afternoon show. You heard the remarks from Coach Stoops. What'd you think about that?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, those two clowns kind of set it up for him anyway. I mean, because they were sitting there like, what's the word? Like fawning all over him, like he's something fucking great.
Yeah, they were in Peg and Megan mode when he sees Jimbo Fisher. They were
Yeah,
about
they pulled him in there interviewing him, talking to him about his culture and all this and that. I mean, when people think of the SEC East right now, I mean, they still think of Georgia and Florida. I mean, it's the top 2 teams, and that's just the way it is. Kentucky is not thought of as being viable. And that stat that you rattled off, the 9 wins and 99 tries against those 3 teams, holy fucking shit. I mean, how embarrassing is that?
Yeah.
I mean, they want, they'll win 7, 8 games, and they'll play Georgia, and they'll just go out and just royally just shit the bed, get their face kicked in. They've done it twice now when they won 10 games, and this year I think they're going to take a step back. That's a team. You talk about peaking last year. They peaked, and I watched back your show from this afternoon. That clown Mark, whatever his name is, who was over there commenting on we got two tackles returning. They're both juniors, and they've been no, they don't. No, they fucking don't. I got the magazines out. I looked it up to fact check that shit. He's lying. And then this one freshman that's 6'6", 340 pounds, runs like a deer, 4 stars, gonna start. You're gonna know his name by the end of the year. I can't even find anything about this guy listed anywhere. I think he may have just made it up.
Big Barney Ross joins the program. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, I just wanted to throw this at you. Now, the only reason we're even talking about Stoops and them stupid comments he made, Kentucky's terrible, all right? It's not so much what everybody else didn't do. It's what you see what I'm saying? The league has dropped off to the point when South Carolina, Missouri, Florida, and LSU get back to being above average, Kentucky's going to go right down there. And if it makes Tennessee fans feel better, you could be 3rd from last instead of 2nd from last, where Kentucky will be in front of Vanderbilt. But the only reason we had the most turnovers, indictments, just played horrible football all year. Should have lost to UT Chattanooga, South Carolina, Missouri. Florida had the ball in the red zone with 4 tries to win the game. All right. Now, you think it's Kentucky's brilliant defensive scheme, or do you think Florida just mucked that up? And all these teams, when they get back to being average or above, Kentucky's going to go right back down there. Now, he probably shouldn't have thrown shade at Shane Beamer, and Beamer should put out a video talking about drunk driving. Don't do it. Send that. This is culture we're building. Have his kids in the class, don't drink and drive. But all these teams have stepped back to the point where Kentucky is above mediocre, and we're terrible. We're horrible. We're not a good football program.
So it's nothing that Kentucky did. It's what these other teams didn't do as far as rising to the top.
Yeah.
Put that on the bookcase of accountability. You heard it here first. Big Barney Ross. We played a half against Georgia twice. All right. How do you have 4 fumbles in a game and lose? South Carolina should have beat us. Missouri should have beat us. UT Chattanooga really threw an interception in the last 7 seconds. And we were horrible last year. And Tennessee's been terrible for years. And why are we talking about mediocre? Georgia, solid. And they played a quarterback that, wasn't as good as the others, in my opinion. But we're not going to beat Georgia. South Carolina's going to take a big, giant step forward, Mother May. You're not going to get the South Carolina you got last year. Kentucky, it doesn't matter if we take a step back or not, if everybody else is dancing around in stupid I'd rather see Kirby Smart in a lesbian visor golf hat out there reading cue cards as I had Brian Kelly getting jiggy with it. Think about that, Big Barney Ross. Kentucky was terrible. We finished 2nd. I'm out of here.
Big Barney Ross with some thoughts there. Kind of hard to argue with him there, because when you look back at what Kentucky did, they hello, son. Kentucky when you watch some of their games, they just won ugly, Jackpot.
Yeah, well, they play ugly football. They play old man football. Boring to watch. That's why nobody really gives a shit. Because they're just not fun to watch. It's not like the Gamecocks. When we're losing, everybody's still interested because everybody loves the Gamecocks. Everybody loves the Gamecocks.
Are the Gamecocks the Chicago Cubs of the SEC?
I think so. I think so.
I think it's them and Mississippi State in the West.
I think
Jetmec
so.
says, Big Barney Ross makes a good point. That visor Kirby wears belongs on the LPGA. Of course, says it's a woman's visor. Wear whatever the fuck he wants, man. He won the national title. He can wear whatever the fuck he wants. Who gives a shit? JL says the Gamecocks are so successful. A proud fan here. Well, congratulations to you, sir.
He's dumber than dirt. Forgive him.
All right. Phone lines are open at 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. I mentioned this stat earlier, and it was what was it? As far as Kentucky's having probably one of their I guess kind of their renaissance period in football here. But Tennessee beat them 26 times in a row from 85 to 2010. And since 1984, Kentucky has 4 wins against Tennessee. And Tennessee here lately has been a shit show, but Kentucky can't beat them. So there's that too.
Somebody's asking me where did I get that drink at? Food Line.
Let's see here. Zona Tucson says Carolina Jackpot, your favorite team in the major leagues is the Atlanta fucking Braves.
That's right.
Fucking way that it is. So there's that too.
I kind of like. I kind of low key like the Cincinnati Reds too. Not gonna lie, but you know they kind of suck.
One other note on Kentucky.
Kind of like my NFL team.
Yeah, your NFL team's a shithole. And here's the thing. I can pick at Jackpot about a lot of things. I can pick
they're
at
definitely gonna be a shithole. This Josh Allen. I don't know how long he's out for.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Zach Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah. Josh Allen plays for fucking Buffalo. He'd rather live in fucking, Canada South than play for the Jets. We can give Jackpot shit about his Gamecocks, and he can say things like, "Hey, we got a Heisman Trophy winner. We got a number one overall pick in the draft." He can't say shit about his Jets, except we were good when Namath was there.
Well, yeah, that's true. Hey, you know what? We won a championship in '69.
You weren't alive then, Jackpot.
Well, we won a championship in '69. Who else won a championship in '69? It just goes together like peas and carrots.
Yeah. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you would like to join the program this evening. Leonard with a question. Most dynamic pass rusher in South Carolina history, Jadeveon Clowney. Most dynamic toilet flusher in South Carolina history is Carolina Jackpot. That's not nice. But yeah, you can make an argument for Clowney, but I like Melvin Ingram too. He could get after it.
Yeah.
Corey Miller was good too. If you really want to go back deep, Eric Norwood was good, but Corey Miller would get to the quarterback, but by his final year there, he was getting triple teamed every damn play. If you go back and watch some film on that, but SEC Dog says now that Venables is gone, Oklahoma may run through the Big 12 like shit through a tin horn, while Dabo goes back to Clemsoning. That's a good point. Eric Norwood. Okay. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Lee says, do you think Tennessee can win 7 games this year with that elite offense, or is that a reach? Jesus, I felt dirty reading that, Jackpot.
Yeah.
7 wins isn't that.
Yeah, definitely. What quarterbacks are the Gamecocks recruiting for 23 and 24? We just picked up one. What's that kid's name? Dante Reno or something?
Yeah, the one that was on the one that was one that supposedly pissed some Clemson fans off. That guy.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. What the fuck ever with all that shit. 803
Can you read Ultravisor's comment?
Tennessee defense will stay gassed because they have no depth. No
Like a
depth.
dip, like a dip. I'm tired of hearing like a dip.
I think it was like 3 seasons ago. Jackpot did a video where he was talking about that. I'm fucking tired of hearing about lack of depth. Fucking tired of it. Oh man.
I just so he knows, I timed out JL because he commented once again that the last time South Carolina beat Clemson, the state of South Carolina had 12 operating blockbusters. He's thrown that same line up there at least 14 times in the last 3 fucking chats. I'm tired of seeing it. It's dumb. I mean, it makes you come on, something different.
Thomas Dana Young from Facebook says, "Hey Kale, we betting 100 again this year." Oh shit.
Leonard Sarasota says, Jackpot, who in your opinion is the best quarterback in South Carolina history? Would you agree that Stephen Garcia may have been the most talented? Connor Shaw most underrated. Stephen Garcia definitely was talented.
Could you make an argument? And I'm not trying to throw nonsense at you here, but Anthony Wright had a shit ton of talent. Went on to the NFL, got a Super Bowl ring with the Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to make an argument for him. I think what was it, injuries and fuckery that kept him from being the starter? I don't know, but as far as quarterback talent that's come in there, I mean, Anthony Wright has to be up there.
He was the starter. I mean, the teams just weren't very good, though.
Didn't he start like 1 year, or was it more than 1 year?
No, he started like 96, 97, 98.
Oh, okay.
It was Tannehill, then him, and then Phil Petty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. But I think Anthony Wright was pretty good. Pretty good. Shaw is probably the most accomplished, but I think Anthony Wright was great. But I think Spencer Rattler is going to have one of the best seasons in Gamecock history this year.
Blake Mitchell was the shit.
Yeah, you like Blake Mitchell a good bit.
So was Mike Hold.
Mike Hold, yeah, you can make an argument for him too.
He just wasn't there long enough.
Leonard says scrappiest quarterback in South Carolina may have been Phil Petty, rest in peace. Help engineer the huge turnaround under Holtz. Yeah, and Phil Petty was one of those guys that, I mean, he wasn't you couldn't tell him, hey, go out there and throw for 350, but you could tell him, hey, don't turn the ball over, go out there and go 17 for 19 and keep the offense efficient and don't turn the ball over. He could do that. I mean, he was great at that. So James Thompson says old Zeb was the best. Oh, by the way, quarterback note, Jackpot. Up at Virginia Tech, a transfer from Marshall came in and beat out Jason Brown at quarterback. And they're going to have a transfer from Marshall as their starting quarterback, whose name that I can't remember. But he wasn't good enough to go to Virginia Tech and in a year with a brand new coach and get himself in the mix there. But I read that earlier. It was a headline. I forgot to put it out there, but Jason Brown, who started the Clemson game last year for South Carolina, is now going to be a backup at Virginia Tech to a kid from Marshall.
Well,
That's right there.
My God, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? Well, it shows you how terrible that damn quarterback room was last year.
Right. And that's why I'm bringing this up, because he was so bad. I mean, he was just fucking 8 shades of awful. I mean, he really, really was. And people, I'm telling you, it's just going to be better this year.
Grant Wells,
Yep, the kid from Marshall. That's going to be the
he was
starting.
pretty good though. I mean, I can
Mhm.
see that.
Well, I mean, a plate full of piss was better than Jason Brown. Big Barney
Yeah.
Ross says with the super
Remember,
chat.
he had the little move. He had the little move. The little.
Yeah, that was fucking terrible. He did that. I think it was the Texas A&M game where he's got the ball, he snaps it, and he's like, I call it the oh fuck. Here comes way. He stands up, spins this way, and he's running for his life.
The
They got
coffee grinder.
they got the camera 5,000 yards from him, but you could still see the whites of his eyes because they look like a fucking cartoon. He was I mean, his eyes were that big. He was so out of his depth. But and you feel bad for Beamer because Beamer's standing on the sideline thinking, man, fuck, this is all I got. God damn it. All right, we got to read Big Barney Ross's super chat. Coach Cal to Stoops, once you give up integrity, the rest is a piece of cake. Now Stoops thinks he's being trolled by Calipari for his weight. Big Barney Ross is great. Anyway, but yeah, so I
wonder
thought
what
that
Shane Beamer was thinking when he saw that. Well, you think he was like saying, "Oh, fuck, maybe if I put on some sunglasses or something next year and dance, they'll keep me for a while." Oh,
yeah, I got to come up with the Beamer shuffle to shy away from the fact that we don't have a fucking quarterback. Why is Zeb Nolan dead? Who killed Zeb Nolan? Put the senior back out there. What a mess. Man. Anyway, yeah, I mean, pretty interesting when it comes to that. Like when we
last
read
year, Grant Wells, 295 completions, 445 attempts, about 66% of his passes, 3,500 yards for Marshall, 16 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. That's not very good.
It's better than Jason Brown, though. Can you look
That
up
last
Brown's
part of the
numbers?
stat line was ugh.
Not very good. Jason Brown's numbers were not very good either, though.
No, what was he like? Well, he
Anyway,
should have thrown the ball to E.J. Jenkins more. Then he would have thrown less interceptions. Last year, Jason 8 touchdowns for the Gamecocks. He only threw for 721 yards. I would have thought that spin move was worth a little more than that. 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Zeb Nolan was 7 touchdowns and 1. He had a pretty good touchdown to pick ratio, 7-1. He had a 139 QBR last year, which was better than the ukulele. You want to guess what the ukulele's QBR was?
Go fuck yourself.
109.
Christian Carver says it's remarkable what Beamer did with 4 different quarterbacks and still won 7 games in a bowl game in his first year as a head coach. Yep.
Mike Holden, 84. Andy Hall says, I won't never forget that in 84. They brought Mike Holden off the bench. When the Gamecocks were 2-0, they brought Mike Holden off the bench. His quarterback, Alan Mitchell, got hurt. And he ended up throwing a long, like a 65-yard bomb down to like the 10-yard line to Ira Hillary, the wide receiver from, I can't remember where he was from. Ira Hillary. He may have been from Wren High School in Piedmont, South Carolina. Anyway, we beat the dirty dogs that night, 17-10. Left old Vince Dooley standing there in his long sleeve shirt and tie, wondering what the fuck happened, and began that Cinderella run. That was a great year.
Daniel says Beamer's just changing the temp, not the culture, according to Stoops. He says, I swear Stoops' hair is matted to his head with Gorilla Glue. You think Stoops gets up in the morning and puts some Gorilla Glue in his hair?
I think he's too cheap to use. Gorilla Glue is expensive. He's probably too cheap for that. It looks like some
Dollar General shit, right?
Vaseline.
Oh, he puts the Vaseline in his hair? God damn. That's some shit there.
Cornhuskers lotion. Kevin S. says, honest question, Jackpot. Do you think Luke is the quarterback next year, or is one of the young guys take it? No, I don't think so. It's either that Tanner kid or Braden Davis. I don't think Luke Doty is an SEC caliber quarterback. I just don't.
I think Luke Doty is an SEC caliber athlete, and I think he needs to change positions. Meaning they need to run him out there as a wide receiver, something like that. Hell, maybe let him play fucking defense. Put him out there and make him a safety. I mean, the guy's quick. He can run all over the fucking place. Put him where you need him the most. I don't know. We'll have to see on that. Brandon says SEC Network tonight projected Kentucky to go 11-1 this year, only losing to Tennessee. They must be drunk to believe that.
Who said that?
It's what the Brandon says the SEC Network did that. I don't know.
Oh my God, those fuckers, those people are so stupid. That year South Carolina won 9 games. That fucking idiot picked us to win 4, and then that dumb Roman Gabriel guy. Where is it? What network is he part of?
I don't know the Crackhead Network. I know who you're talking about.
I don't know. He said Tennessee was going to go 10-2. Well, that's the same idiot last year that when they is he on SEC Network? I think he is. When they threw up the little logos for who was going to win, rivalry week, and like 3 or 4 of the folks there picked Clemson. They threw the Clemson title. He was the only one. He picked South Carolina to fucking win. That tells you how damn smart he is.
It's a Delta 900 says Chris Doering of the SEC Network. Fuck him. Big Barney Ross with a super chat. It says that you can only change the culture at Kentucky, not the climate, according to Calipari. The thermostat is broken. Damn it, Big Barney Ross. Shit. I think one of my lifelong goals is I want to go to a Kentucky basketball game with Big Barney Ross and just hear his commentary. I bet that'd be some fun shit. We could go to a game at fucking Kroger Field, but we'd be the only people there probably after November 5th. So just saying.
Probably.
All right. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. As we appreciate the super chat from our friend there, Big Barney Ross. Braves losing 6-2, bottom of the 7th inning. They've got 2 on, 2 out, and Grossman's up to bat. And fuck it. We're gonna be, I don't know. This game's pissing me off. All right, so Sunday Jackpot, I'll have the form ready for the Pick'em Challenge. And
Can't wait.
we'll put the games out there. Big Barney Ross says, I'd get us floor seats right behind the bench whenever you want to go so Calipari can hear me. I'd have to heckle Calipari. I'd say shit like, hey, how much was that fucking center? The one that just missed the damn 2 free throws. I mean, you're not getting a good return on investment there. Don't you have a business school here at Kentucky? Or is it just poultry science and fuckery? That's the only 2 majors here. I mean, I would get kicked the fuck out quick. So, yeah. Final comment. Christian Carver says, Jackpot, do you remember in 84, we had a chance to compete for a national championship till we lost to Navy that year? Yeah, Jackpot remembers that.
I do very well. I've talked about that quite a few times. That was not a good day.
Grossman.
Not a great day to be a Gamecock.
Grossman just hit a 3-run homer to bring the Braves down from 6-1. They're now it's 6-5. Shithole Mets up front, but this guy Grossman, who has a nice beard, just throat fucked the Mets. Hot damn. I like it.
hate for the Mets is just irrational.
Do we need to talk about hate when it comes to some of the shit that you spew about teams that you hate, sir?
Well, we're not talking about me right now. I'm talking about you. Why are you trying to turn it around on me? Why can't you just explain this irrational hate for the New York Mets?
Okay. I haven't liked the New York Mets. And I think it was, I don't know. Just growing up, I just couldn't stand them. I mean, the Mets just we are we the Mets. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, I hated that fucking song. I
Beat
hated
the
the
Mets. Beat
yeah, you know what
the
I'm talking about.
beat right up and beat the Mets.
And then they had like the baseball helmet mascot thing, and I wanted to hit it with a t-ball bat.
Did
I
you
mean,
not like the little apple out in the outfield at Shea?
uh, that's the thing too. Yeah, we have an apple in the outfield.
Do they have the apple at City Field?
I don't know. Oh, Daddy-O said he always hated the apple. Yeah, like the fucking apple. Why you gotta bring that up, Jackpot? See, here's the thing. Jackpot shows more emotion on this channel and talks about shit he hates, but he knows that I loathe the fucking Mets, so he's got to bring that up to
Well,
my.
I mean, was Shea Stadium? I mean, was that not the most? I mean, that just looked like the most uninviting fucking place to play a damn baseball game. I mean, it was just ugly.
And they had like the planes flying over it all the time because it's right there by the airport. So you can't really enjoy a fucking game when you got airplanes flying in all the time. So
Yeah,
there's that too.
yeah. I remember
Ultraviolet.
watching them play. I remember watching the Braves play games there back in the '80s when they played on TBS every night. And now it's just they called it Big Shea. Big Shea. What? Okay. Well,
The Braves play-by-play announcer, he always talks about, welcome back to Flushing. We're at Flushing.
Flushing.
It's just a shithole. I love that. It's like, all
The
right.
Big Apple is indeed at City Field.
Why? Hunter Slay says, who's worse, the Mets or the Yankees? Look, I mean, I don't like the Yankees either, but it is a wonderful thing right now that the Boston Red Sox are in last place in the AL East. And I mean, that proves that the baseball gods are getting something right, because I can't stand the Red Sox either.
Have you ever been to the New York, New Jersey area, Rob?
I was there for a little bit. I mean, I didn't go and I mean, I've been through there, but not like visited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've went by the area there where where the MetLife Stadium is and where the Meadowlands. Well, I don't know what they call it now. It used to be the Meadowlands and all that is that area is kind of a shithole.
You know what else? I like that the Braves fans are still chopping, even though that they don't play the tomahawk chop there anymore. Yeah, they're still chopping. So fuck you, Commissioner. Love it. Fucking love it. So, I would probably go to a game up there if the Braves were playing.
Daddy O said that '86 team was a collection of assholes.
That's true.
Well, that had George Mookie Wilson on it.
Yeah, well, and but I don't think he was an asshole.
Who else was on that team? Lenny Dykstra,
Darryl Strawberry,
Keith Hernandez,
Doc Gooden.
Gary Carter.
I mean, they sniff. I mean, they sniff more coke than fucking,
Greg Jeffries wasn't. Greg Jeffries wasn't there yet.
That's true. Yeah, Gary Carter was on that team. He was the good boy.
Ray Knight, yes. Tim Tuffle. Here we go. Ron Darling. Wasn't that the ace of the staff?
Yeah, I remember that. Doc Gooden was the ace, wasn't it?
He was, but Ron Darling was. Yeah, he was. Was Rick Aguilera there as well? Was he the closer?
Probably. Yeah. Big Bonnie Ross says Trevor Bauer got called for the suicide squeeze. Very funny, sir. Very funny. My loathing for the Mets goes really deep. Like, I remember as a kid going to Disney World, right? and they had it where it was like top of the line thing then. You could go up and swing at a pitch, right? And I didn't know it, but you swing at this pitch and it says a big leaguer will analyze your swing. And I'm like 13, 14 years old, whatever. And I go up and swing, and Gary Carter comes on the monitor and says, You're swinging like it's an uppercut. Swing through. Don't step into. And I'm like, I got pissed off because I hated the Mets then. What a mess. What a mess,
The biscuit ass was Howard Johnson. Yes, he was on there too.
Yeah, they were a bunch of guys.
I'm old enough. I remember when the Braves were so shitty that their ace was Rick Mailer.
Yeah, I remember growing up like with them, watching them, especially in the late '80s, and they were so bad. I mean, so bad. It's like hold on, let me look this up really quick. Because it was like they were. I remember them being like, when Chief Nakahoma was there, and it was like they were year by year. Hold on, I got pulling it up here. So let's see here. Team history. All right. So where is it? Okay. So let's go back to the 80s. In 88, they went 54 and 106.
Yeah, that was the really, really bad. Yeah.
89, they were 63 and 97.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Then they were 65
this
and 97.
This is Lily,
Shut
and
up.
this is Salesforce Customer 3.
Shut up. 65 and 97 in 1990. And 81, they went 94 and 68 and lost in the World Series, and then it just went from there. But I mean, they were just so bad in the 80s.
I remember when King Griffey played for the Braves.
That's true. He did. That's right. Yeah. Look at some of these managers for the Braves. Eddie Matthews,
Chuck Tanner.
Yeah, Chuck Tanner was there in 87. Yeah, before Bobby Cox took over. Bobby Cox was there and then got relieved of his services after they went 50 and 150 and 56. Then Joe Torre comes in 82, and they lost in the NLCS that year. So they were better that year, but man, they were so bad in the 80s. It was just terrible.
Rafael Ramirez.
All right, well, jackpot. I'm gonna go and watch the rest of this game here and hope the Mets finish the choke job. If the Braves can pull this off, they will get probably within 2.5 or 3.5 games, or 2.5 games, and they've won 8 straight if they can pull out a win here. So Glenn Hubbard, I remember that.
Ken Obertfeld.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, well, jackpot, we'll be back on Sunday. I'll try to have the Google form ready by the time we do the show, and then we'll put it out there so people can find it early, and we'll get ourselves started here with the Callaway's Pick'em Challenge. Sound good?
Right.
All right, appreciate y'all. We'll see you later on.